With another 42-inch light bar on it, and we extended the roof rack. Hello from Arizona, my name's Cal, and I want to welcome you to the Tuff-Trails DIY series. Let's get her going. Okay, so in this video what we're going to do is, here we've got a 42-inch curved light bar. You see them on all of our rigs except one, and this right here is actually a roof rack extension. And what this does is, this is the difference between a two-door Geo-Tracker or Suzuki Sidekick and a four-door Suzuki Sidekick or Geo-Tracker roof rack. This is the difference. It's about 21 inches, and that's what it is. And what we're going to do with this stuff today is we're going to put it on this one. Yeah, you guys have seen this a lot. This one's pretty popular for a four-door. I was always a two-door kind of guy, but these four doors are pretty popular. But anyway, we're going to take this roof rack off right here. We're going to extend it. We're going to remove these lights on it, and we're going to put a 42-inch light bar up on top of it. Now, in the past, it didn't really bother me because I had a big camo net that fit right back here in this spot right there, and that way you put a great big camo net up, and that would park underneath it. That would be our camp, or tactical campsite, or whatever you want to call it. But that's what we're going to do today. We're going to move that rack down and fix it up. We'll probably have to paint it up because it's got some rust on it. Well, that's what we're going to do. All right, let's get her going. We just cut it off right there. That's it. Just going to be two wires, positive and negative. Goes to the switch. It's already wired. So this should be able to come right off now. So now I'm going to see if I can work this off without breaking anything. Okay, cool. Okay, so there you see it. It's off now. Got her off right there. It's all done. Get you up a little bit higher. I'll clean that off, and you can see it laying here. So there it is, laying right here. I can work on it. What I need to do is disassemble it here, both sides, and then I can put that piece in. And it's just easier to do this on the ground. And then these lights right here, these lights are all going to come off. So I'm going to take those off first, flip this thing over, and start taking it apart and make sure that this extension fits. Okay, we'll do that next. Okay, so got the lights off on the front, okay, and we have unbolted it here, top and bottom, both sides. And now I'm going to take a nice rubber mallet. I'm going to separate this last piece off, and then I'm going to insert that piece right there. Okay, so we're going to do that. All right. And there you go. Now that back piece is off, and that actually came off pretty easy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put this extension on. Okay, let's do that. All right, so if you order this extension, it's going to come with this package. It seems like a pretty big package for just an extension. So I hope there's something interesting in there, because here's something interesting. This is the one we took off. See how it's full and then it's tapered. Full and then tapered. Now watch this. Full and tapered, full and not tapered. So that's not going to plug in. So they're catty-cornered. So maybe there's something in this package that helps me solve that riddle. All right then. Okay, I'm not sure if you're going to understand this or not. This end was tapered, and we drove it in. Okay, so we just drove it in. It's all tapered. It fits like it's supposed to. I'm pretty sure that this is not the right extension for this model of the rack. Notice the different spacing here. I don't care. I'm not going to let it sit back there. I'm not going to throw it away. As you can see here, these are not tapered. They just butt right up to it. Whoops. Okay, so of course I'm going to bust out my welder and I'm going to make it work. And that's going to be the same thing here. See, tapered, not tapered. And when you look at the end of it that goes on there, they're both tapered like they're supposed to be. So it's a different model rack, but I don't think anybody's going to notice. So I'm going to make it work. I bust out my welder and we'll make it work. All right, that's what we do. All right. All right, so basically here's what we got. So remember, this end, it doesn't fit inside, though I could probably do something to make it fit inside. And then down here, same thing, okay? So I got that held on. And then here what I did was I cut off the ends of this original piece, which were also tapered, okay? And that way this piece can go in here. which shortened my overall length by, 2 inches or something. And you can see here what I did is the bottom fit inside this other tube on this one, and the top could, but I cut that off so I could do a little tack weld right there. But from here you should probably start to notice that the diameter of this tube and the diameter of this tube is different, okay? And you're noticing here the spacing of these supports are also off. So this is not the correct extension for this model of rack, but it's an off-road vehicle. I'm using it anyway. So I've hacked it up a little bit. I'll do some tack welding on it, and we're gonna get on there and we're gonna make it work. And no one's gonna know the difference. So there we go. All right, and then on the front up here, what I'm concerned about is because of the length of this, our roof on this white one over here, that roof is about 80 inches. And the length of this is 85 inches. So that means I'm gonna have a 5-inch overhang in the front. But I think I'm okay with that because I think I'm gonna mount this light here, but on the bottom of the rack. I'm gonna invert it and mount it upside down on the bottom. And I think that's how I'm gonna do it. And that should work for me. Okay, so we're gonna get this tacked up and cleaned up and throw some paint on it. And then we're gonna mount our light. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. All right, so we got it together. We tacked where we needed to tack at, and we bolted where we needed to bolt at. And now what we're doing is we're trying to position this this light bar. This is the 42-inch curved light bar. And what we did is we reversed the mounts on it. So the mounts are going on the inside. So I'm going to take this off now. I'm going to take that mount. I'm going to weld that mount right there, both sides. We'll mount those in position there that you can kind of see that's kind of marked off. It's getting dark, so not much light left. You might be able to see a little bit better here. And then we're going to weld the mounts on. And then once the mounts are welded on, we'll just screw the light on. And if that all works out, then we'll paint it and mount it probably tomorrow. Okay? So there you go. Just so you can see what's going on with it. So, all right, getting dark, so I'm not sure how much you're going to see. So basically, we've tacked these in. These are the mounts for the light, and they're at the correct angle and the correct distance apart, okay? There you go. Ah, goddamn, it's hot. Anyway, they're not going anywhere. So just trying to get you as much footage as I can while it's still light outside, okay? So that's what we did. We put our mounting brackets, we welded them right to the roof rack, okay? All right, so grinded some welds this morning and threw some paint on there. And we got this mounted up there last night before we went in. So, and that'll be adjusted once we get it up on top. But that's what it looks like. So, and then we threw a little paint on it. There you go. Just to get rid of that oxidation and that gray color that it was forming from sitting in the sun for so many years. So, anyway, there we go. All right. Now we're going to throw it up on there and see if we can't figure out some mounting. Throw it up on there, see if we can't figure out the best way to mount this thing. All right, cool. All right, so you can kind of see it, what it looks like now. So we just threw it up there. It's just sitting up there for right now, but that's pretty much the way it's going to go. You can see here, we're off the window. We're off the windshield. See it there? We're off the windshield pretty good. So, and then we're not mounted yet. So this right here has got to be, I got to put mounts back here and we'll figure it out. And then I wanted it to end right here, even with the tailgate. So I could have came back another inch or so, but I wanted it to be even. So that's how we did that. So, and then from the back, you know, it's still up high in the back a little bit. Once I mount the front and lift it up a little bit, the back is going to come down. So anyway, so that's what it looks like. Okay, cool. And then for the light, you know, we've adjusted it here to where it'd get me a level out there, because one of the downsides to these lights, especially with the white vehicle, is when you hit those at night, this whole hood lights up. So you want to get that up. So you want to adjust it up to where it's pointing up. And that's what we're doing here. So, okay. And then for the wiring, as you can see right here, it's pretty simple. There's a notch right there for a toggle switch, you know, pretty standard. and then runs up under the dash, comes up through right here, all the way up. See how we got it? And there we go, right through the top, okay? And we've got this secured. That's just a little trick that you do with the electrical tape, and then you put the seal over it, and it holds it in place all the way down, and that's it. All right, so what we have here is a piece of angle iron, okay? And I'm gonna make 2 gutter mounts. Is what I'm gonna make out of these. So I'm gonna cut this right there where that mark's at. I'm gonna cut it. I have 2 pieces, and I'm gonna drill 2 holes, 3/16" holes in each one, because that's the size of the rivets we use. And then I'm gonna take those mounts, and I'm gonna mount them on the top of the Suzuki. Okay, we'll make those roof rack mounts. So this is what we're gonna do here. We're gonna make 2 gutter mounts, okay? Hey guys, sorry for the interruption. We just want to let you know that we are building a GeoTracker store, and we're taking all the favorite parts and accessories that are available on Amazon and then putting them in one simple location so it's easy for you to find the part that you need. Check out the store. If you find something or you don't see something that you normally use, let us know and we'll add it to the store. All right, back to the show. Thanks, guys. Okay, so there's our roof mount for our roof rack right there. We just drilled 2 3/16" holes in it. And these 3/16" holes are to accommodate this 3/16" rivet. See how it goes in? Right on in. See that? All the way in. And that's what we're gonna do. So now we're gonna do this next piece the same way. Okay, cool, all right. And then you just flip it over, and on the other side, like I did here, I drilled a pilot hole using the 3/16 bit because it's already in the drill. But we're going to make that a little bit larger, like 9/64 or something, 15/64, I think, something like that. And the only reason we're doing that is because that's the size of the hardware that I'm using. So if you use something bigger, then you're going to drill that hole to whatever the hardware you're going to use. Okay, so that's what we did there. All right. Okay, and then once you get your holes all drilled, this is raw bare metal, so you need to put some paint on there to protect it because it's just going to rust. So now I'm in Arizona, so I don't have the problem that a lot of you guys have. But if you're up northwest, northeast, you know, Alaska, Canada, where you get a lot of snow at, you know, it's really important you paint this stuff because it's just going to be a rust problem. All right, so we drilled the holes right there. Then we're going to set our piece in here. Make sure that you get it underneath. Lined up, get in there just like that, and then work your rivet in. Work your rivet in, and then the other rivet, and then clamp them up. I'm gonna need a couple hands for that, so nothing I can really do about that. But that's how it goes, and this is how I make my little gutter mounts. So I get a lot of questions about this and how to make these gutter mounts and stuff. So this is how you do it. It's just 1" angle iron. I cut it in a little piece like that. Got my mounting holes for it, and down it goes. And for those of you who doubt that it's going to work or whatever, you have to remember, for a lot of years, airplanes and ships were made with rivets. So this rivet is just as strong as it's going to need to be. Okay? All right, cool. Okay, then make sure that your rivets are lined up. Okay, once they're all the way down, tap them down if you have to, the rubber mallet. Just see, rubber mallet, that's what I did. Tap them in place, make sure they're down nice and secure. You don't want these things loose, okay? They drive you nuts. And there you go. See how your rivets are in there? This bad boy is not going anywhere, okay? And that's all it takes, that's it. And then you come down and you've got your little mount right here, and it's gonna line up right there, okay? Put your bolt in, done and done. Cool, let's do the other side now. And then here you go. This is the other side. See it? Knock that out. Okay? And this one's gonna line up with this one. Okay? Let's do that. Cool. All right, see that? So that's what I got it done. So I jack it up just like that right there. And that gives me plenty of room to drill and line things up, make sure things are correct, because I set the front ones first. So now it just goes up and down like a gate or a door. Okay? Just like a hinge. All right, there you go. 1 each roof rack. Extended, mounted, rivets, whole vehicle shaking, ain't going anywhere. You can see in there how that went in the back. It's all level. Oh, there's my mallet. This one, all done, right there as well. And then over here, same thing, okay? That's it, that's a wrap, dude. We're done. So let's stand back and take a look. All right, so there it is. Extended roof rack up on there. So, let me see. You can see it just like that. See? All done. Now I'm gonna go drive it and see if it rattles or something. Okay? But there's your roof rack. And there's my shadow. Yeah. There we go. I'm gonna do it like that. There we go. All right. I like it. That's all done. Get new lights on it. Extending the roof rack. Yeah. Okay, all set. Good to go. All right, so there you go. We just finished this rack today. Got that going, and it's a different look. Remember before it had the big round 8-inch round driving lights up on top, or off-road lights if you want to call them that. And what we did is we mounted another 42-inch light bar on it, and we extended the roof rack, and you got it to lift or go the whole way, and that's about 85 inches total is what that is. So thought we'd give you one little walk around, see how it did. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. Hope you got a little bit something out of that. But anyway, that's what it looks like now. All right, cool. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it and got some value out of it. You know, these techniques and stuff that we're doing here, you know, we're using geo-trackers and Suzuki sidekicks, but these same procedures and methods can be used on just about any other vehicle that may be out there. So we're just trying to give you some ideas. Take those ideas and you can go and experiment on your own projects with your own stuff, okay? We really appreciate you watching our program. Listen, we want to thank you for watching our program and all of our programs. It really means a lot to us. Without you, the viewers and the subscribers and stuff, we wouldn't be anything. So again, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Thank you.